What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of The Protege. This film is directed by Martin Campbell. Now, before we begin, if you like this channel, awesome, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium, hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming in next. If you like any of these videos, awesome, hit that like button and comment below on any videos you watch, including this one. So, The Protege is Martin Campbell's probably 6,000th spy assassin movie that he's done in his entire career. It seems like every time he does a movie, it involves like a hyper realized character that seems to have really good abilities. And once again, he directed the Bond film, so it kind of makes sense. But this film stars Maggie Q as Anna, and Anna is a assassin. She's hired to go look for people that can't be found. She was raised by, of course, the character that's played by Samuel L. Jackson's character. And in the process, the person that she was trained by has something happen to him. And she goes on a mission to take down the people that were involved with that particular situation. And she comes across a character who's played by Michael Keaton. Now, Michael Keaton, of course, if you've seen the trailer, plays not a very good character or not a very good individual. And it becomes a spy thriller, assassin thriller type film that you've probably seen a billion times before, but she is very good at what she does, and she takes down people that she's supposed to take down. And so with that said, Martin Campbell as a director is known for doing stuff like The Mask of Zorro, GoldenEye, Casino Royale, three films that are actually quite good in their own right. But the Bond films have the Broccoli family who are very much in charge of the Bond franchise. The Mask of Zorro had Steven Spielberg attached to it. I think he produced the film or something like that. So when Mark Campbell goes on his own, when he's not doing the really crappy Green Lantern film, he has a very particular style to his filmmaking. They usually involve a very powerful individual, similar to like Jackie Chan or maybe Mel Gibson. It involves somebody who's kind of like a handler or somebody who they knew who becomes part of the kind of MacGuffin situation. And then you usually have a bigger character who ends up becoming a bad guy that's involved with another organization in a lot of aspects. And so he has his type. This is what Martin Campbell does, and that's a little disappointing because he is a very good director when he wants to be. But Edge of Darkness and The Foreigner were not very good films. Edge of Darkness was fine. Foreigner was an absolutely awful film. And so with a movie like Protege, when I saw the trailer for it, which I think is actually quite old now because it was part of a pandemic, pushed back and whatnot, I'm like, this looks exactly like what he's known for doing. It doesn't look that interesting. It actually looks kind of bland, and it pretty much is, to me personally, all that. It's very vanilla. It has a terrible script by Richard Wennick, who did, of course, The Equalizer and so on and so forth. And it's just a film that really doesn't have any life to it. It has three great leads. I love seeing Maggie Q as a lead actress in this movie, but there's no heartbeat to this movie at all. There's no substance to this movie. There's just set pieces, and sometimes the dialogue moves the story forward, and there's Maggie Q just being a badass, and the people in the background don't really matter, and there's a couple bosses here, but then they become not that important, and Samuel L. Jackson just feels like he's in the movie to be in the movie. It's another Hitman's Bodyguard situation, and I don't know, this is a movie that just feels like it just was dead on arrival. It's very lifeless, and like I said, when it comes to movies that really show and really have cool John Wick style people, this is definitely not it. This feels like it's a copycat that just didn't have either the budget, the drive, or the comeuppance to do anything exciting. And so therefore, that movie completely fails on that level. And like I said, Maggie Q tries as hard as she can, but she's just in a movie that just doesn't have anything going for it, and it's just such a shame. It really is. And I kind of saw it coming. I saw it with the trailers. I saw it with the marketing. It just doesn't feel like a movie that Martin Campbell really had much investment in it. He feels like something that he's very known for doing. And I think Martin Campbell just knows better films. I don't know what he keeps doing. I don't know if he just takes on projects that are just in his wheelhouse. But he needs to step outside of that wheelhouse and do something different, because this obviously isn't working for him. When you have somebody like Jackie Chan in your movie and you can't even do anything with that. I think Pierce Brosnan was in that movie too, and you can't do anything with it. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. It's such a shame to watch this type of movie and just go nothing. And it's also, on top of that, it's very, very boring. There's parts in this movie where like Robert Patrick shows up and he is there as, I think he's like a crime boss at some point, or he was a crime boss, and he shows up as like a friend to Maggie Q's Anna character. But he's also a part of a biker gang, and he just doesn't, it's just, everything about this movie is weird, and it's full of people that you love, but they're just so lifeless, and the script is so lifeless, and the action's so lifeless, over the top and silly, and There's just nothing exciting about it. The music just kind of disappears for half the movie, and I don't know. There's actually a really interesting plot point where she's a book salesman, like old books and stuff like that for collectors, and that kind of completely falls out the window. And what I think the problem is, I think there was a script here and it got chopped up to pieces, or there was a interesting edit here and it got chopped up to all the hell and stuff like that, and it just became something that they needed to throw out there for the post pandemic or middle pandemic, and maybe I'll make a couple bucks. But yeah, this movie just really isn't that good. I really was kind of not surprised, but I was literally hoping. I hope every time Martin Campbell is someone like Martin Brest or something like that, who I keep rooting for them to do films that are good, but they just keep disappointing. And maybe he'll do another Bond film and reinvigorate that franchise. But yeah, it's a pretty bad film. It really is. It's not a good film at all, and I don't recommend it. You might enjoy it. Some people laughed, some people had fun with it, but I felt like it was lifeless. So it's a shame. It is what it is, but it happens. So therefore, I don't recommend this movie. So, but yeah, there you go. That's my take on The Protege. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments, what's your favorite action, spy, assassin movie? Are you really looking forward to seeing this movie? Have you seen this movie? What do you think of it? All that good stuff. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like any of these videos, awesome. Hit that like button, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.